Hello fellow Techie Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are back in T110E5 Tier 10 American heavy tank, and we are on map Malenovka. And on this map, as you guys all know, you know where the brawling happens. The brawling happens on top of the hill at A0, and that's where we're gonna take our E5, because this tank can still brawl. Yes, it can. And you know, you should totally take it into the brawling areas. I know it has a big weak spot, this tumor on top of his head right there, that big ass cupola, which pretty much anyone can penetrate at will, but you know, there's only so much you can do about it. I guess one thing to do with this tank is to move your turret as much as you can. That's one way to do it. If you keep on rotating it between the reloads, I think that will help and people won't be penetrating you. Another thing to do is you could try to raise your gun up to the position where it actually protects that tumor, so that if someone tries to shoot you in it, your gun is in the way, so they'll hit your gun instead. But I found it very unreliable, unfortunately. I don't know why. This game is hit and miss. Sometimes the gun will protect you, sometimes it will not. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, distribution of the team is really good. It looks like we're taking south pretty rapidly, so I am expecting big brawl on top of the hill over here, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna find our first customer, an E50M. Let's see if we can get some shots into this guy. So we're gonna be aggressive here. I know there's one RD in play, but it doesn't matter. We need to be aggressive. We need to be pushing the situation. If we want a nice damage game, that's what we should be doing. Unfortunately, our gun is gonna troll us here because the shell goes up into Centurion's turret. We're looking at E50M, but I don't want to really waste my shell. There's a softer target here in the Centurion, so we're gonna put a shell into him. And you're gonna see this armor work, you know. And if people are too lazy, don't want to aim at the cupola, they want to try to aim at the turret, they want to try to aim at, you know, the top plate, even bottom plate in certain areas is only weak in what I would call the armpit area, which is close to the tracks. Other than that, it's fairly strong in the middle. So here we're going to try to put a shell into this E5 in the cupola. We do manage to do that, but unfortunately he returns the favor. But now we see big juicy target here in E100, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna track him. He repairs, so he burns his repair kit, and now it's gonna be difficult because all I can see is his turret. So what we're gonna have to do is switch to heat, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm gonna be dealing with a little bit of a pen issue here. He seems to be paying attention to my friendlies on the right, so I'm gonna try to be putting shells in between while he's not looking at them, but I'm not gonna be very successful doing that in a moment. But first we pen this Conqueror. He shows up all of a sudden, we pen him and we track him. We're gonna put a shell into his lower plate and he gets taken out of the game. So now we're gonna change our attention back to the E100, and yes, we managed to pen him this time around. So at this angle is basically an RNG roll, whether you pen him or whether you don't pen him. Like here, he turned his turret a little bit too much for me, and I wasn't able to pen him. But I'm gonna keep on trying. And he keeps on turning his turret just when I want to hit him, unfortunately. So let's try this again and see if we can pen him this time. It's all about patience, guys. I'm being a little bit impatient here. I see all this damage and I'm like, oh my god, what to do? I want to really pen, but I'm kind of rushing my shots, really, when you think about it. Anyway, he gets taken out, so we're gonna push forward. Now we're gonna engage this Conqueror, is it? No, we're gonna change our attention to E5, and we're gonna aim this shot really well here. Look at this, guys. I'm actually aiming where I need to aim with standard. Oh, was it heat or standard shells? I don't remember now. That was standard shield, I think. And I bounced. That should be a pen. Anyway, we managed to pen him now. He shows us his sight, so it's gonna be a quick game and we're gonna run over the team, but we're gonna get into a nice number here. We're gonna get ourselves pretty nice damage number, and One thing I learned over the years of playing this game, instead of pushing forward, find yourself a location where you can actually see reds. Maybe if you're on top of the hill and you poke from one area, you can actually see them and put shots into them. So instead of me driving down bottom of the hill like most of the greenies are doing right now, I actually have shots. So during the time that they're driving, looking for shots, I actually am benefiting from it. So I'm actually getting damage at the same time. So nothing spectacular about this game, guys. It just shows some brawling abilities of the E5, and you know, the fact that we were able to rack up what 6k damage in span of 5 minutes or something like that, 5 or 6 minutes. This tank is simply incredible. I mean, the rate of fire on this thing, the gun is hit and miss, but for the most part, if you have cola, it will work for you. And in this game, mostly worked for me. I missed some shots because of, you know, of being impatient, but overall, I think that was a pretty good game. So we managed to make 160,000 credit with ×2 bonus. I think that was my first game of the day in this tank. We managed to put up 6,000 damage, a little bit over 6,000 damage with 1,700 assisted, which brings the total to about 7.7 combined damage. Quite nice number. We end up with class 1 mastery, high caliber metal, 15 penetrating hits. We finished on top of the team with 1,505 base XP. We managed to fire 22 shots. We had 15 penetrations, so efficiency wasn't too bad. If I didn't miss those shots, if I was more patient on the E100, we probably would have had a better efficiency, but it does not matter. We won the game, and that's all that counts. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out CloneGuy72 and Garadingi. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, check it out.